Hello everyone, it's Chelsea Face Reads. I hope you're having a good day today. I'm excited because today's video is going to be one that I do every year towards the end of the year, beginning of the next year. Goals, reading goals, channel goals, things to do with reading that I want to accomplish in the new year, 2026. So let's just hop into it. If you're wondering why I'm not in front of my bookshelves in my last videos, is because we have two couches that we're trying to get rid of. They're not good enough to donate. They need to be taken to a dump, recycled some way, whatever we can get them done. We have a uncle on my husband's side that is willing to take them. We just have to get a date set with him, but they are taking up almost the entire room in my library. I only can do standing videos in there and it's a very tiny space. So for now, if I need space, don't want to breathe, I'm not going to do them in there. So I hope that you can forgive me for that. I haven't done as much as I normally would for my stats. I just wanted to kind of briefly mention a few things, and forgive me if you expected something and this isn't it, but I did want to talk about a few things that I did do in 2025. I read 100 books total. That includes manga and regular books in the year 2025, which has been less than the past few years. I think it's the least amount that I've read since 2019, and it's not a bad thing. I think that 2025 was just a really rough year for a lot of us, me included. I had two major deaths in my family. They weren't just like distant relatives. They were very close people to me within like a week and a half of each other. So I took some time to reflect on that and to, you know, kind of disassociate. I spent time with my family and my husband, and I took some time off. I was sick a few times. There was a lot going on for me personally. I know that they're very minor compared to what else is going on in the world right now. We do what we got to do to get through. We can only try to do better. That's what I did. I'm not ashamed of that number. That is my goal every year, is to read 100 books. So I did hit that at the very end. I was very excited when I did see that number tick up one more. I read 20 regular books, so that means 80 manga total. Pretty good. I don't know if that's different from previous years. I'll be sure to put 2024 and 2023 here for you, just so you can kind of see how many books I read those years and get that stat in your mind. So I read 20 this year. I think that's a good number. Hopefully it's more than one of those years, and if not, oh well, not a big deal. I don't particularly make goals to just get numbers up as much as I want to read a lot of things that I like. I do DNF very freely. If I think something is trash, I will not finish it. I just can't make myself do it. If it's a manga, I'm more likely to finish it, but only if I think I can make a fun video out of it. But if it's just pure butt and I hate it, I will DNF a manga. And I do plan on making another hot takes video for you guys talking about manga that I did DNF. So I hope that you want to see that, because it's going to get me a lot of hate, I know. But anyways, I read 43 shoujo manga, which feels pretty typical. It was the most that I read. I do love shoujo. It's my favorite demographic. I love the romance, I love the drama, I love the darkness that can be within shoujo, so I hope to continue that trend. 22 shonen, which feels low, but honestly was a good number. I think that that's a great amount to read. So yeah, 22 shonen feels like a pretty good number to me personally. My husband picks up a lot of series that he wants to try and he ends up liking them, so I in turn end up trying them, and most of them I do like. There's been a few that I have not enjoyed that much, but overall it makes me read more shonen, so that's been fun. I've only read 10 josei and 5 seinen. I wish I had more josei. Please give me your josei recs in the comments below. And seinen, I'm not really upset about that number, because honestly I either don't like how dark some of the seinen can be, or it's just not interesting enough to me to continue. But there are a few that I do like that are more on the romance side, or more on like the slice of life side of seinen. So if you've got fun recs for seinen or josei in that kind of department, let a girl know. I love a good romance, especially adult romance recently. I read 27 manga in the romance category, which is to be expected. I read 8 BL, which I did put that in a separate category this year because I wanted to see if that number had gone up, and I feel like it has. Adult romance, I did separate that as well, and I had 8 of those. 4 in the horror category, 2 in the historical category, 7 in the fantasy category, 15 in the action, which is to be expected with all of the fighting stuff that I read, 7 slice of life, I do love a good slice of life, 1 comedy, and 1 sci-fi. And when I give you these genres, it's always based off of my personal opinion of what I get out of the series, not based off of what Google says it is or whatever. I just personally call them that because that's what I get out of them. So that's what I had this year. Mostly romance, and then we went to action, of course. Those were my top 2 genres of 2025. I think those were some good numbers. I'm pretty proud of that, honestly, with how the year went. I went through a lot of self-doubt, a lot of self-growth, a lot of changes in my everyday life, a lot of changes within myself, especially. Things that I won't go into here because they're not very interesting or even book related, but just be kind to people is all I can say. My job, I deal with a lot of people in my everyday life, and people have gotten a lot meaner, and I just wish that more people would be kinder to people, especially if you've never talked to this person. Don't just come at someone having decided what they're going to say before they say it. So this is my PSA to say, please be kind to people that you don't know, because you don't know what they're going through. I'm trying to do that as well, be nicer to people. I don't think I have much of a issue with that, but you know, we can always do with some self-reflection. So you know, it is what it is. So for 2026, I have a few goals. They're pretty monotonous, like mundane as to what I usually have goals for, but I will say them again just because I want to keep up with that in this format. I want to hit 1,000 subscribers. That's been the main goal for the past 3 or 4 years, I think. I upload fairly frequently, but I could do better. I can do better on shorts for sure. I'm trying to do more shorts. It's really hard for me to think of short form content that's not just pure trash, but honestly, the algorithm loves pure trash. So if you're into shorts, I will be uploading more of those. Hopefully get up to 1,000 subscribers. I think I'm almost at 900 right now when I'm filming this. Hopefully I'll hit it very soon, which is really exciting. It doesn't really mean I'll get like money or anything. It just is a personal goal for me, is to hit 1,000 subs. So if you're new here, if you're watching this video, it's your first time ever viewing my content, thank you so much, and I hope that you will hit subscribe to support me. I want to read 100 books and manga. Just together, I want to read 100 total. That's always been the goal, just to challenge myself, because it used to be 50 and then I would hit that really quickly, so I just upped it to 100 every year. And if I hit it, that's awesome. If I don't, it's not the end of the world, but that's been something that I've been able to hit consistently for the past 4 or 5 years. I want to do some more very specific kind of YouTube content, like challenges or reading vlogs, very specific things. So if there's something that you've seen someone do that you think I could do in a very unique way, you can give me those ideas. I can make my own twist on them, even if it's just like read a book that's this and I can do my own twist on that, or read manga that makes you blah blah blah, you know, like some kind of fun content, or manga picked out by my dog, you know, weird stuff like that. Anything you can come up with that you think might be fun, let me know in the comments. I always have a ton of ideas in this little notebook I'm glancing at. If you see me look off camera, I've got a notebook full of notes that I use for video ideas and content and stuff. I'm always coming up with good ideas, bad ideas, ideas. It's just fun to kind of think of things that I can put here, and if I find the idea interesting enough when I'm writing the script, then I will film it. I have a lot of X'd out video ideas that I just don't think make the cut. So, you know, if you've got some fun ideas, just let me know. I want to buy more bookshelves, at least 2. One to be more of a TBR situation, because my little baby TBR bookshelf is pitiful. It's stuffed to the brim and I can barely see what's on it. I think that one I need to just use as like a side table for like next to my chair or my bed, picking up what I want to read right then. But I want to get like a full bookshelf for my TBR, manga and books combined, do like half and half, because I just love having a big choice of things to look through when I'm in the mood to read something. I'm a big mood reader. If you don't know, I mostly read off of mood. Very rarely do I pick a set TBR because I'm kind of chaotic. It drives my husband crazy. He's a very structured kind of guy. He likes to have a plan. I'm the opposite. If I make a plan, I'm going to break it. I just kind of have to mood read, and that's just the vibe here. I hope you're okay with that. I want to post minimum 1 video per week. Last year I tried to do 2 videos and that worked for, I'd say, at least a little more than half of the year. I don't know what months I failed to do that, but I did do very well on it compared to how I've done in the past. I did want to have some kind of structure to upload, so I do want to at least do 1 a week and a short a week minimum. I would love to do more shorts than that, 1 a day if I could handle it, but for YouTube itself, long form content, I want to do 1 a week. 2 would be great if I can manage that, or more, but 1 I think is fair enough. I want to pre-film more. I used to be ahead of the schedule and have like 4 videos ahead of time, and it was so awesome to not have to worry about the next video. Right now I'm not caught up. I am a little behind. I've got maybe 2 videos that I'm kind of in the middle of filming, and with a vlog that's just kind of an ongoing thing. for me. So I would like to be more ahead. Right now I don't have anything scheduled to upload. It's going to be pretty much edit as I go, but I do want to build up like 3 or 4 videos pre-filmed, pre-scheduled, so that I'm not in a rush to create an idea, film it, and then edit it, because my husband and I both agree on this. We make content for fun. We do want to eventually make it into something, but with how YouTube is, you never know if it'll actually take off. But we do agree that the worst part of YouTubing is the editing. It's not hard, it's just the hardest thing to find motivation for, if that makes sense. We have fun filming, coming up with ideas, watching it when we're done, but the whole idea of editing can be so painstaking depending on the video itself and how in-depth you want to get with your video style. That's pretty much all I had down on paper. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I can tell you guys about that's just popped into my head recently. I want to have fun. That's the biggest thing with YouTube, is to have fun. I can't give advice to anyone because I'm not a big YouTuber, but if I did give some advice to anyone who wants to start, is to just do what you like. Don't just do what you think will make views, because I promise you, yeah, you might get views if all you ever upload are hauls or shopping with me's or unhauls or whatever the most popular thing is. But I have so much fun filming content that brings me joy personally. So you might see some really weird content from me this year, because I'm going to try to do some unique things for me. I hope you will check them out. Show me if you enjoy that kind of video. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more of my content. And I appreciate you guys watching these videos. It means a lot to me. So I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.